have Tatiana. Became a very reliable source of reliability, positivity. They perform very well, and honestly, it surprised us all. This person is, drum roll please, a collective decision, and we all have kind of figured based off of multiple aspects. Skill is being a tennis player. Playing tennis is super difficult and it's super mental. This person transitioned from singles to doubles. She's also a freshman. Positive attitude. She would always be kind of staying on the court. Whenever there's a water break, hey, can you help me? That is a really big thing that helps us coaches feel like we are making an impact on. Okay, so this person is, drum roll please. It is Angelica Coca. For JV for back-to-back years. Thank you guys.
It's just the video. It's the video.
I know the part's done.
It's the video.
I want to add to the 3 awards I would give now. They're all special because even though I take your input, I feel so part of it and Louis' good story about the 3 of them. Every year I knew that moment something like MVP. I didn't have to see how she had a win, just watching the way she was playing on the court. Ashley got most improved. During the season last year, she was one of the beginners and she didn't advance very much. And I was like, man, she's kind of developing very slowly. But in the off season, in the second semester, since last June, I knew I wanted to give her the most improved award. Before the season started last June, I saw the way she worked for the 6 months. You know, and Angelica, the one match I went, just how coachable she is. One match was that I said, I want you to move your feet like this. And she did it on every ball, every point for the entire match. It's not you can move your feet a whole lot. And that moment I knew like this is somebody who's that coachable. So these 3 people, like I said, I didn't need a whole season. When you could see the inner person through how they express themselves, I knew it. So before I start the varsity, Coach Deegan would like to share a few words.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that Ashley was part of the practice squad last year to help inspire this year's practice squad kids who didn't get to travel on away games, but if it didn't click in those first few months of playing, stick with it, and there's lots of openings for next year because we had a lot of seniors this year. I just wanted to say it's been a pleasure coming back to actually coach, because for the older ones, there's 4 of the top 4 on the left over there have been with us all 4 years. And as some of the ones who've been around at least 3 years know, for the first couple years, I kept saying, I'm not a coach, I'm just helping. And then I changed that, came back to coach. I coached with Lee once before, 17, 15 years ago or something. But it's been a pleasure helping in a larger capacity, being an official coach again for a couple of years, and for the last 2 years, and having these other ones help is just amazing. And the players are fantastic. Like he said, almost all of them got scholar athletes last year. I think you only get that one. Do you only get that in your varsity year? You only get that varsity year, right? Scholar athlete. So there's not a lot of new ones because most of them got it this year. So they're going to be announcing that pretty soon, as well as league champs patches for a 2nd year in a row for varsity players and some other great stuff. I just wanted to say some thank yous for a few people. Justin Chow helped design most of our stuff, shirts and hoodies and banners.
Was when my daughter played, and we missed the VP by 8-10 against Lucerna. So it was that close. So these past couple of years remind me of a lot of that. And I'm going to be with there's a whole lot of seniors, and the seniors that will be going. It's been a wild journey. You have to know that when they started, there was COVID. And so the kind of coach I am, like I'm all about coaching. I'm recording videos, I'm making them shadow swim, making do all kinds of stuff to try to learn, and in the beginning we didn't have practice because we couldn't even get together. We were doing things on video. Just imagine trying to coach dance on video, right? Making them get in shape and things like that. And then their sophomore year, and when I brought up my daughter, I forgot to mention this. They're like my kids too. So I'm gonna almost teared up saying that. I think you heard a little choking. So that their sophomore year, COVID was in high swing, and but they wanted tennis to be played and how protected I am. And we lost every match that year because I didn't let them play doubles. Because I said, if you don't live in the same house, I won't let you be closer than 6 feet next to each other. And I said, I'm willing to lose every one of the matches so you don't get together because I don't want you to get COVID. So when I say they're like my own kids, that's what, But I mean, well, we all learned and practiced. And then last year, all that, when I say you parents are great, you need these kids so easy to work with. And we saw the results last year and how such good kids they are to work hard and really learn. And then we continued that this year. And they're really great kids to be willing to learn. And if you ever ask me the kids, I could overwhelm just about anybody and bring anybody to tears to say, it's not perfect yet. I want it better. And even at the 4th year, the last match, no, you're still not doing it right. I want it better. And so, I'm appreciative that they allow me to do that. Like Coach Regan said, I'm always about improving, learning, developing. So to the very last practice, I'm always about that. And sometimes I know it's not easy because it's such a grind. It's not a physical grind, it's a huge mental grind where the coach is after you every day, like, this is still not perfect, this is still not good, and I know, but that's just the way I'm built, so I know it's not easy to put up with me. So, but thank you, girls, for the 4 years. All the girls will be getting a league championship badge, along with the certificate. And then the first year people will be getting their letters, and the people who are repeat varsity players will be getting an extra bar to go on their varsity letter. So, all right, let me hold on. This first one is one of the seniors, and they all have something special. She is just such a caring, loving person, and I want you to know that no matter what people say, that is what makes you special, and don't ever forget that. Okay? Katie, come on up. Easy, must be all the squats on you. Next one, this is her first year on varsity, and I am proud to have her. Those of you who were here last year, I shared the story how through her first year, I was so frustrated with her. I really felt like God, I've been coaching for so long. I know there's a way to get through to her. I know I can turn anybody into a tennis player. That's just a belief I have in myself, and I was frustrated after it. And last year, at some moment, the breakthrough moment happened, and I saw the improvement, and I was very happy to have her on varsity this year. This one is Natalia. Varsity, and since she came up to the program last year, I already saw something special in her since the first day. That athleticism in her, and if you don't know this, as any coach, when we see somebody move in a certain way, that and with a certain physical build, like, oh, that's an athlete, like, oh yes. And in just a year, she proved that she deserves to be here, and happy to have her on the varsity team this year to contribute to her success. This is Giselle. She's on varsity the first year, but since she came out last year, she was another one of those. I was wow, as an athlete because she came from another sport. And since last year, in a way, I was kind of trying to mold her to get her ready to play varsity this year, and we almost didn't have her. By that much, we almost didn't have her, and so lucky that she decided to join the team. And that's the story I always remember, the one we almost didn't have, and who really did a lot in our team, and this is Alicia. She's a returning player. She's been in the program since she was a freshman, and she's also my freshman class, so I got to know her very well, and she's one of those very dedicated workers. She helps out as a manager. She worked out, plays with the boys in the off season. So if you just heard me, younger girls, that's another secret to success. Right? You're always out there working. Sochi, come on up. She's a senior, but she didn't come out for the sophomore year, and I didn't get to know her very well until the last year. And she's an exceptional individual. One thing I always remember, she'll always stay standing. You can never knock her down. She'll always persevere. And even if you knock her down, she'll get right back up and keep going. So don't ever forget that. That is what makes you special, Savannah. Oh, and she is one of our scholar athletes. The next girl, she joined her sophomore year, and that was our year that was real challenging with COVID in high swing. They had to start up tennis. Numbers were short, people were coming in. Numbers got short because we actually had a lot of players, and then one by one, with the challenges of the way school was and COVID, we had athletes just drop out, and we actually got down to like all the returners were like, we were out of returners. I'm like, I need another varsity player. And then when I looked over, I saw and this is the phrase I'm describing, no fear. She had only been out to play tennis at that point for about 2 weeks, and said, you gotta go out and play varsity. You're gonna go out and you're gonna have to play singles, and you're gonna have to play these players who hit the ball. And she could barely get 2 balls over the net, but she ran after each one, and she took it on with no fear. And there was one moment that I was just looking over through the fence on the other side when she was practicing with a lower level group, and I just saw something. It wasn't tennis. I saw something inside her. Right? And I knew, she had what it takes. And she's proven that coming up here. Totally, come on up. Oh, and I forgot to say again, totally, don't forget that about yourself. Go after everything with no fear. Her sophomore year, and hopefully that the analogy is not bad, but she is just so tenacious when she's out there. It's kind of like someone who be so tenacious. I guess the imagery I have is like the dog that holding onto the bone and don't let go. Not right? And say, it's mine. It's mine. And to me, someone that sort of illustrates what tenacity is that they're not willing to let anybody have it, they're going to fight for it. So don't forget, this is what makes you special. Always keep fighting for it. Esther. Girl played all 4 years, and the one thing I will always remember at any moment I'm coaching, I'm looking around, I always see her eyes looking at me. She's always super attentive. And when I say, okay, this is how you do it, go out there and practice with this drill, practice it like this, and she's always the first one to do it right. Not that they have to do it perfectly. I know everything takes process. Even as the kind of coach I am who wants perfection, I know everything takes time. But like right away, I see how attentive she is during my lectures and demos, and when you go out there, I see it right away. So that's what makes this girl special. She's always so attentive and such a quick learner. Remember that always. You're going to go far in life with this. Marissa. All right. The next girl, she is Legacy. She's had other siblings play. And I can totally see myself in her. And when she would come up to me and ask, what is she doing wrong? Because she's such a perfectionist. I have that problem. And so, and I've been described as paralysis by analysis, because I keep looking at things over and over, and I can't progress because I'm stuck on the one part that's wrong. So, but she's always kind of hard on herself. And, the one thing I'll say, don't forget that. That's a good quality, because don't expect other people to correct you. Don't expect other people to make you better. This is someone who's doing it on her own intrinsically, right? And that's a special quality to have. And if you look around, so many people need to be punished correctly. this is one who's looking to do things right without having that, right? And that's a special quality. Ira. All right. Just like I had a daughter playing the team, here's another daughter on the team. They're like my own kids. I'll talk to her later, but the one thing that I want to share about her is this is someone who has passion. This is someone who wants to do something, not for herself, for others and for the world. And that's something very special. That type of fire to have, to want to do something. So I know the world's going to be a better place because of her, because there are not too many people like that who's willing to be selfless and do things to make others and the world better. And so don't forget that. No matter how the world comes at you in not so nice ways, know that don't ever look on changing. That's what makes you so special. Thank you. Even if, winning is not as important to me, these players out there performed, brought in the wins, which is what got us the league champs. So we've had a couple of doubles teams who tied in wins, and so I'll just say they brought in the wins consistently, which allowed us to get those team wins. So these special individuals are the MVPs with the most wins here. We have Toby. And Tolu's a doubles player, so she and her doubles partner the wins. Marissa. And we have another doubles team who brought us a whole bunch of wins too. We have Esther. And her partner, Ira. All right, the next one is, she started playing last year, as I said earlier, so in such a short time, to go from JV to varsity, it's a huge jump, because JV players can hit like one or two good balls, but the varsity, all the balls are coming like that, so you're not talking just be ready for one, and so for her to make this transition and come up here and be such a huge contributor on the varsity team, to me, that's just great improvements. And again, we almost didn't have her, so in a year and change of tennis, for her to be one of the top winningest players in the league is just a huge development in such a short time. Alicia. Started playing last year too, and this is the coach's award. That's why I said it's the biggest one. Such good attitude, so easy to coach. She's willing to say, do it like this. One of the things about learning a skill is that what makes learning a skill difficult is being willing to let go of something you already do to pick up something new that contradicts it. And so many times what holds players back from developing quickly is that they think they know how to do it, and they take what they know and apply it. Sometimes it helps, but at the same time it also hinders them from developing because the skill's not exact. And so hang on to that old skill kind of hinders them, but she's always willing to learn, being open-minded, that kind of attitude she has. She's also a great team energy. She brings that energy to the players, to her partner. So not just coachable, but the way she supports her doubles player, the way she supports other team members, bring that energy. So I believe this person deserves this Coaches Award because when you say Coaches Award, it's kind of like, why so huge? Because even if they're not the best player, if you have a whole team of these players, that's what makes everything so sweet. So thank you. Giselle.